Hey guys, Rune here, bringing you another Wi-Fi battle, and this one is against Natsu, or as he's known on Twitter as InsaneVampaneze. He is a awesome YouTuber and battler, and it was really an honor to get to battle him. Now he's bringing the Gudra, the Mega Mawile, the Jolteon, the Dragonite, the Azumarill, and the Mamoswine. And I'm bringing the Mega Banette, the Driftblim, the Aegislash, the Chandelure, the Clefagrigus, and the Gengar. Now he leads off with his Mamoswine. And usually, Mamoswine leads usually have those stealth rocks. So I bring out my Harlequin. And so, okay, so it's Focus Sash. Frisk is a very cool ability. And so he goes right for Earthquake. I wasn't expecting that. But I hang in there. I go for the Will-O-Wisp. And for some strange reason I withdrew and I brought in Dark Prestige, but I probably should have taunted before I left because he brings out the Stealth Rocks. I was like, oh, he does have Stealth Rocks. So I go right for the Focus Blast, but I miss. I am thinking of putting a new move on him. So he goes right for the Esco Crash, and it does a pretty good. It takes me out halfway. Takes me down halfway, and so I go right for the Disable. I don't want him doing that again. And so, as I predicted, he's going to use it again, so he can't use it because he was disabled. Now, I'm just waiting for a perfect shot while the burn whittles him down a little bit. So he gets that priority ice move in there, and I go right for a substitute. And he goes for another Ice Shard. Okay, really, that's all he really has. So I go for the Shadow Ball, and he goes down. But his damage has been done. He set up Stealth Rocks, and two of my Pokemon are weak to rocks, Chandelure and Driftblim. But now he brings in the Gudra, the shiny Gudra. If you know me, if you've seen my videos, you know that I absolutely hate Gudra. but he brings him out, and he goes right for Dragon Pulse, the Stab Dragon Pulse. And so he obviously breaks my sub. And then, just to have fun and play around, I disable his Dragon Pulse, excuse me. And so I have just enough other substitute, just enough HP, but he withdraws. He brings out Damien. I go for the substitute. Basically just to test out what movie he's gonna use on me. And he goes for the Thunderbolt. Usually, I think evolutions do carry a Shadow Ball as well, so I was definitely wary of that if you had it on there. I went for Focus Blast, and obviously it had to miss again. I definitely need to find a new move for Gengar. So I bring out my Aegislash, and he goes for Thunderbolt again, and I couldn't believe how much damage this did to a Aegislash. That's just sick. So I go for King Shield, and he goes for another Thunderbolt, but obviously I protected myself. So I get a little bit of health up, and so he goes for Shadow Ball. I was thinking this whole time, he's got Shadow Ball, I know it. And so this time I'm trying it out. I go right for the Shadow Ball. See how much damage that would do. And it does a pretty good amount, especially for a Jolteon. They're pretty frail. And then I quickly go for a priority Shadow Sneak to take the Jolteon out. I get the recovery in. So he goes into Omega Shenron, his Dragonite, and I quickly got out of there. I bring in a Cofagrigus. I thought that he was a physical attacker, and then sure enough, he is with that Dragon Dance. And he goes for Earthquake. Cofagrigus is extremely slow. And now that I think about it, I probably shouldn't have went for Haze. I probably just went for the Will-O-Wisp. But anyway, he brings in the Goodra. And I intended the Will-O-Wisp for Dragonite, but he brought in Goodra to take the hit. So now Goodra is going to get whittled down, and so because Goodra is a special attacker, I had to withdraw Cofagrigus, and I put in Dark Prestige. At this point, he is just death fodder to me. There's no real use for him right now anymore. So, bye-bye Dark Prestige. Sorry, buddy. And so slowly, Goodra's getting whittled down, and then I bring in Harlequin. And I went quickly for Destiny Bond. I want this Goodra out of there. And he goes for Dragon Pulse, and it is strong enough to take me out. So as I go down, so does Goodra. I was very, very happy and relieved to get that Goodra out of the way. So he brings in Dragonite again. And I bring in Helium Hex. Now I suspected him to set up just because I wanted him, because I know they might have a Thunder Punch or some move that really affects flying type Pokemon. So sure enough, he uses Thunder Punch, and it activates my weakness policy. And so I go for another stockpile. So I'm standing behind a weakness policy and 2 stockpiles. And because my Unburden is activated, I quickly go for a Baton Pass. Now just note that the Unburden speed boost does not get Baton Passed. Only the, yeah, because you can't pass abilities. So he goes for another Dragon Dance. And he goes right for Earthquake. I'm like praying that it doesn't wipe me out. So I go for Pain Split, trying to heal up. Now this guy is such an awesome battler. I had such a great time with this battle. He goes for Outrage. Too bad I didn't have a fairy Pokemon. And that hurts quite a bit. I get rid of his multi-scale because he touched me. He gets mummified. Haha. And so I go right for Will-O-Wisp. So he lost his multi-scale. He is burned. So he's pretty useless at this point. And that Outrage will be enough to take me out, sadly. But he does get hurt by a Rocky Helmet, which is good. And he's also confused. The only thing I don't like about Outrage is that it makes your Pokemon confused after 2 or 3 turns. That really stinks. So I bring in Hexcalibur, and I quickly use King's Shield, because I don't want him to attack me again. But because he has 2 Dragon Dances, his confusion is powerful enough to take him out. And so he brings in his Nexus, which is his Azumarill. And I'm thinking, he's going to go right for Belly Drum. I have to bring him down at least halfway so he can't use his move. So I go right for Flash Cannon. And sure enough, it almost takes him out. It was a critical hit. But he does carry that Citrus Berry. He goes for Belly Drum, and it's not enough HP for the move to be used. So I was really, really happy. And so I predicted like an Aqua Jet or some other type of attack, and I go right for King Shield. Yep, sure enough, he goes right for Aqua Jet, but because he hits my King Shield, his attack lowers by 2 stages. So he goes for another Aqua Jet. But it doesn't do too much to me. So then I go right for another Flash Cannon, and this will be enough to take out his Azumarill. So he brings in Okamai-san, I think it's how you say. I'm sure it's one of the anime names. So he activates his Megastone. And I go right for the King Shield. I knew that he had Sucker Punch and possibly a Play Rough. So right now I'm just trying to do as many King Shields as I can to bring down his PP for the move. Because I know Sucker Punch only has 5 PP. So I was trying to get that down before I brought in my Chandelure, who has all attack type moves. So he goes for another Sucker Punch. And so I tried it. I went right for the Shadow Ball. It does a pretty good amount. It goes for Fire Fang, which is really cool, even though it got knocked me out, but I never ever see a Fire Fang on a Mawile. I mean, I carry it on my own, but I never actually seen someone else use a Fire Fang, which was really cool. So I bring in Helium Hex, he dies to the Stealth Rocks, and I go right in for Spectral. And I know I'm dead because I have all attacking moves, and he has Sucker Punch left. But if this was my sub Pain Split set, I possibly would have won. And that's the game. That was an awesome battle. I had so much fun. Thank you for accepting my request, and I would absolutely love to battle you again. But guys, check this guy out. He's a great YouTuber, a really great guy. And you guys know what to do. Hit that like button, subscribe, and keep an eye on the shadows.